Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. And today I'm going to do another quick Q&A moment, and that's what I'm going to call it, because I'm probably going to focus on one question per video, because I don't want to make these videos 10-15 minutes long. So I will address the questions that come in as they come in. So the first one is from a subscriber, Ms Ked. And his question reads like this: I am an old dog that wants to learn new tricks. I want to be a better player, however, I have no clue about how I'm going to do this. I've learned some pentatonic scales and shapes, thinking that I'll be able to solo like Ernie and Carlos Santana, but I'm not even close. I'm new to your channel, and I haven't seen all the videos yet, so I don't know if you have a lesson on this. Also, I realize that I don't know the keyboard or the fretboard notes. Is there a key to being a better player? If so, what's your learning method? I've tried many ways and methods on theory, but so far I can't seem to remember notes beyond the 5th fret. I'm 62. I'm fighting time. I welcome your input. I really enjoy your Q&A. Very enlightening. Thanks. And thank you. So I'm going to kind of break this question up in segments. He says he wants to become a better solo player and be able to solo like Ernie and Carlos. And I think most of us, when we first start to try to play guitar, we have these kind of big expectations to be just like those legends. And that's what they are. They're legends. I mean, I personally wouldn't focus on trying to play quote unquote like Ernie or Carlos, because nobody can come close to those guys. They're legends. And there's a reason why they're legends. They're unique. But I understand what you're saying. You're using them as a reference of how you would like to play. And I guess the first bit of advice I would give you is, and we can't get around this, find a musical teacher in your area that specializes in what you want to do. If you are a person that is inspired to become a jazz musician, find a jazz teacher in your area to teach you, because you can only pick up so much by yourself, and you don't know what you don't know. So that's why it's important to be under the love and tender care of a teacher that will walk you through the process of what you need to know, because that's how you become a good player. You know, as far as that, knowing all the notes on the fretboard, I yet to know anybody that does that. And that's another example of too much focus on things that are not going to make you a better player. Because me personally, I'm a rhythm guitar player. I play other instruments too, but that's my bread and butter. I solo, you know, I can solo too, but that's just not my thing. I don't like to do it because I get bored quickly, because most of us, with the exception of a few legends, we run scales. You know, and in different songs, we run the same scale in a different key, and we doing the same thing in a different key. So that bores me. You know, there are only a few people that I've come across as far as earwise, like Eric Clapton, Prince, and maybe a few others, and Ernie, where they can play solos, and each solo sounds different from the one before, because that's what you're trying to achieve. You don't want to sound the same in 4 different songs. You know, it's just like actors who, you know, portray or be in 4 different movies, but they bring the same character to the different movies. So the focus should not really be on trying to play like somebody else just to be a good player. And I think a music teacher can actually help you get there. As far as it says that they're a key to being a better player, practice. I mean, can't get around practice, you know, but the thing is, you got to know what to practice. And again, music teachers can put you in that right direction as far as focus on this, because I kind of abandoned that whole theory thing a long time ago, because to me, it's just what it is. It's theory. And by definition, theory is someone's thoughts on something. It doesn't state that it's fact. You know, so I don't like to call it theory. I like to call what I do logic, stuff that makes sense to everybody, whether you're a guitar player or not. If I explain this to you, it makes sense to you. And as far as, you know, the way that I approach music, I don't think about key signatures anymore, because the bottom line is this: you just need to know the chords to play the song, period. Unless you're trying to become a John Williams and write scores for plays and movies and orchestra, all that other stuff is not necessary. The time that you're focusing on that, you could be focusing on physically holding your guitar and playing and playing and playing. because the more you play, the better you become. But again, my suggestion to you is find somebody in your area that can teach you the style of guitar playing that you want to play. Because again, that's important. You know, you wouldn't go to a picking guy if you're trying to learn funk. You know, because that's not his expertise. You know, so it's best to find somebody that fits what you're trying to do. And again, the best suggestion I can give you, again, recommendations is find a teacher in your area. Don't rely on this internet stuff and people sending you, you know, these programs that's going to make you a good lead guitar player. Because at some point in time, you need some physical interactions with a physical person. Now, rhythm is a little different. You know, like I said, the DVDs that I have, you can actually get away with just sitting down, watching them because it makes sense, and become a good rhythm guitar player. And I cut through the chase as far as things that you don't need to know and things that you need to focus on, because the key to tabulating songs is the bass line is your best friend, because the majority of the bass notes that are the main notes correspond with 5 different chords. It might be a G major chord, G minor chord, G major 7 chord, G suspended, and G7. You know, the majority of the songs are one of those 5 chords. Now, if you're doing jazz, that's totally something different. But the pop stuff, R&B stuff, the blues stuff revolves around those 5 or 6 chords, and just matching up the chord with the bass note. That's it. You know, you ain't got to worry about key signatures and what key you're in, none of that stuff. You know, so again, hopefully this has been helpful to you as far as, you know, my recommendations. Until next time, take care. Thanks.